And for the latest from the 2023 Indonesia National Olympic Committee Congress, we are now connected with C-Today News team Adin Fatoni and Erwin Widiastama. Adin, from the spot there, what can you tell us about the Congress? How is the election going?
So good afternoon, Kite, and everybody is watching. It is now still in closed plenary session. If by looking at the rundown of the Congress, and if the Congress is right on schedule, it is time to officiate the candidacy of the leadership of Indonesian Olympic Committee period 2023 to 2027. There are three in this leadership of the Indonesian Olympic Committee. There are the president, vice president, or chairman and vice or deputy chairman, the executive committee, and the ethics board. By looking at the information that there are two pairs or two sets of leadership that are running for the next 4 years of Indonesian Olympic Committee leadership. First one is the incumbent Raja Sabta Oktohari as the president candidacy or chairman candidate for IOC 2023-2027, and as the vice president of Raja Sabta Oktohari is Ismail Ning. And the second pair or the second set is for the retired Police Commissioner General Ugroseno and Joko Pekik. And for the executive committee, there are 24 names, and for the ethics board, there are 7 names. The process of candidacy for all these names goes back to the 5th or the early of June, on the 5th of June to the 16th of June, where they are needed to file their candidacy to the verification team. Then the verification team will then check for the document. If there are missing documents, then they have 4 days to complete the documents that are missing. And on the 20th of June 2023, the candidacy is then finalized. Then talking about the candidacy, and now by looking at the time, this is to officiate the candidacy. And after this comes all the plenary meetings are done in closed session. After the officiate of the candidacy, then comes the time for all the Indonesian Olympic Committee members to vote or to choose their leadership for the next 4 years. There are 66 Indonesian Olympic Committee members. Each has their right to vote or to choose who are going to be their leader for the next 4 years. So there are 2 procedures. First is the acclaim, and the second, if the acclaim does not go well, then there will be a voting that will be given to all the 66 members of the Indonesian Olympic Committee. And the proceedings then after the presidency, the president, the vice president, and all the executive committee and the ethics board has been chosen. Before going to these proceedings, first the current leadership has to be there is a demissionary procedures. Then now the event is still, first of all, yes, is still in closed session. The meetings open at 9 a.m. It was scheduled that the Minister of Youth and Sports, Dito Aryo Tejo, sends wishes and hopes for the next leadership. Here is the statement of Minister Dito. Take a listen.
Bahwa kita juga dalam rangka semangat membuka pintu untuk Indonesia menjadi berbagai tuan rumah kejuaraan dunia cabang-cabang olahraga. Jadi diplomasi yang dilakukan KOI selama ini sudah sangat hebat dan juga sukses. Diharapkan ke depan diplomasi ini bisa lebih kita support dan juga kencangkan kembali.
So who will be the next leadership for the next 4 years? We'll give it up for all the 66 members of the Indonesian Olympic Committee. Back to the studio. Okay.